What's up, guys? Welcome back to another beautiful interview. And yes, we made it to the mile marker, interview 90, and I got my close friend. And it's kind of sad because, like, I ain't gonna lie, I've known him for Jordan. You know what I mean? I've known this man for Jordan since I was probably 13. So, like, a last name is sometimes known, but, like, I've never done that. But poor introduction on my end. But no, for real, man, like, I really,
it's
like,
love, man. That's
I've known this man for a long time, and he honestly shaped me to who I am now. But it's like, seriously, bro, like, I'm proud of you for who you are. I'm proud of you. You're a great father, a great entrepreneur, successful entrepreneur, up and coming entrepreneur, bro. Like, bro, man, for real, like, bro, it's an honor. Like, I almost
appreciate it.
It makes me emotional, bro.
Well, it was a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? The conversation had been erupt from you, and you told me, and I was like, oh, okay. You know, it's as much as people see something as me as they would see in you. I seen something when you were like, oh, blah 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 with your interviews, and I, you know, it hit me really quick, and you know, I told you, hey. Line me up, let me get in there. Because as much as I love my entrepreneurship, I see what you're trying to do. I don't do it, but knowing what you do and what you told me, you know, this and that and blah blah blah, it's really awesome.
But you didn't have to come too. No, and like you didn't have to be doing what you're doing right now, which you're arborist, which that's right?
Arborist.
Oh, I thought I said that. See, it's a lot of new things I'm learning today. Yep. But no, like I've never heard that before.
Yes, sir.
I've never met anybody in that category or anything. So like for real, I'm proud of you because like I feel like you're sticking out like a sore thumb. Well, since I've met you, you know what I mean. You've never been the person to fall in someone else's lane. Like you were also doing music kind of when I first met you too.
Yes, sir.
That was like 8-7 years ago, you know what I mean? And that's still like there. It's just you're working on one thing right now, and
this is
I can tell like, you put your life in this work, bro.
It really
we were talking. I know this is a long introduction. This is different. I told him like when you got on, it's gonna hit different because I love this man, bro. I would not be the person I am without this dude in my life. He actually introduced me to Wiz Khalifa too, like music. So you know that's crazy. Shout out to Wiz when he sees this. But no, for real, it's like. I don't know, man. I just think it's crazy, bro. Cause like, bro, I'm proud of you, and we'll dig into it. Cause I know I kind of got lost track of what I was saying, but this interview hits personally.
This one's long,
very personally. But let's get into it, bro. Where are you from? Where were you born?
So I'm from up north. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. So, came down south. Parents, blah blah blah. Came down to Somerville. When I was in elementary school, went to 𝙄𝙣𝙩𝙚𝙬𝙚 and stuff like that.
Where'd you go to elementary school? In Boston, Massachusetts?
Yeah, in elementary school up there.
How was that? Like, there anything like crazy you remember? Cause that's different. Like, I've never heard anybody from Boston, Massachusetts.
Things are a little different. You eat different. It's like eating down here. There's some things you accommodate, but some things that I make from up north that my wife and family accommodates. It's good. It's a mixture. It's like. It's different places.
What kind of, like, give us a quick example.
Like spaghetti, like we do sausage and spaghetti.
Okay, yeah.
And we use maple sausage. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it changes the game with some garlic bread. It's really, and you know how people put sugar in their sauce? It's just like that, but the maple's in there. Sweet, kids love it. You know what I'm saying? It's good, you know. Stuff like that.
But like, do you remember anything like in the school lane though? Like anything in particular, especially in elementary school? I know that may be a long ways away, but like,
not really.
It's different now.
Not
like,
really.
The whole elementary, like some people would say that elementary school ain't even safe.
I mean, that's how I am with my kids.
Compared to when you went.
Yeah, I drop my kids off and pick them up usually.
Right.
So it's usually.
Do you think it's different now though?
Yeah,
like, compared to when you went to elementary school? What was some memories that you kind of remember? And we don't have to talk about it, but for real.
You know.
You're OG to me, man. You know, not like
how teachers and how things were done differently. I don't know. It's just like it wasn't. The world what it isn't today. So a lot of things are different with the school aspect of that. So, and they have more options of not having to go to school.
Yeah.
And people try to take advantage of it. So you know,
it's different.
Yeah.
So what was 𝙄𝙗𝙯𝙗 like? Because I went to 𝙄𝙗𝙯 too, so that's actually.
It was cool because I lived right behind 𝙄𝙗𝙯, so we used to ride our bikes right through 𝙄𝙗𝙯.
Right.
And
did you play like sports and stuff, or like what was your like main like I would say
just BMX,
objective? Bro. Yeah.
We just used to ride bikes.
Yeah. So, were you wearing a trouble kit or anything like that? You didn't get in trouble.
A little bit.
I was in trouble. I got expelled and stuff. stuff. So like,
yeah, probably. I probably wanted to. Man, that was not perfect.
No, but I'm only asking that, you know,
yeah.
because for real, like you you're still a beautiful person, bro.
Yes,
like
sir.
inside and out. Like even if nobody's perfect, you know what I'm saying. But for what you do in your life and the people that I feel like you surround yourself with, it's showing you how much you've overcome.
Yes, sir.
You know, so that's kind of why I'm bringing up elementary school.
No, you're good.
It's
Yes,
like,
sir.
I want people to see where you came from and
Yes,
like
sir.
grasp onto that. And then the next interview, it's like we're on that. So how was like I would say like did you think that you were gonna be doing what you're doing now in middle school? I know it's kind of a big leap.
But when I got up to I think I don't know my younger high school years or close to that time in my life, I had did some kind of tree one time and like. I look back at that and then
it was like a sign.
Yeah, it
like
was
a deja vu sign, but a real
So
one.
I really got into the tree work and
What age?
I think right out of right after working for a moving company, I used to travel across the country. So I was like 18 after I left high school and all that. I got my GED and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Went and got my GED. Went to college for a little bit. Got a few diplomas and stuff for, you know, business and stuff like that. But now it's more of like the tree work and what's
Right.
defining the tree work, and it's not just like taking the tree down. Everyone thinks it's, and taking the tree down does come to a standard if it's a hazard to your house, property, family, and stuff like that.
Facts,
yeah,
yeah.
we'll take it down. You want that tree down?
Right.
Yeah, that tree coming down. That's
Right.
not even a topic. Like that's the safety. That's what you worked hard for to get what you have. You know what I'm saying?
So did you start like what age did you start off like all of it though? Like was
Probably
it
like 19.
and
I
when
went
did you
on-
start? Like did you were you
I was on the ground. Like
you were just
I was
grabbing it?
Yep, grabbing
Can you
it.
explain maybe what the groundman would be, just for some people who don't know?
So the groundman, like usually, the tree comes down or the limb comes down, log, whatever it is. Usually the limb. The groundman would get the limb after it's cut up or processed from where it's going to the chipper to where it's going to the machine. Whatever it's going to, it needs to get processed out.
Right.
So that's what the groundmen do. It's usually the grunt work. I hate to say it, but is what it is.
Well, it's
But
because
you
like I
gotta-
feel like you're carrying a whole bunch of logs. You know what I mean?
I mean,
it
it
probably
just
does
depends.
get tiring after a while. you
Back
know?
then, yeah, we had to. I learned what I know today from what I went through back then.
Right.
on doing tree work, cause this shit,
Yeah.
fucking light.
No,
Excuse my language, but it's not light.
Yeah,
Literally,
it is.
it's heavy wood. It can kill people.
So like, what type of wood do you think you like come across the most? Because there's different type of wood. There's not all different types.
Since the area that we're in, South Carolina, a lot of pines.
Yeah.
A lot of people worry about the pine trees because they're brittle, top heavy, and they snap.
Mm-hmm.
So those stipulations are usually when you go up to a pine tree, you look it up and it's like, oh, it goes up and then it has
That's
a
the
bunch
one
of
with
branches.
the pine cones, right?
Yep, pine tree.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I just want to make sure and
you're good.
clarify
Yes, sir.
for
So the
people.
pine tree and the pine cone, all summons. So even with that, it's just a brittle top, breaks easy. They use it for power poles.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. Don't
Right.
come get the stick. It's got to be straight. You don't want no curves. No
So have you had any like crazy experiences doing any type of tree work lately?
all kinds of dude.
Like what's
it's-
the most like?
I've
like-
seen somebody in a bucket, 85, 90 feet in the air, and the hose bust on the bucket. And
What's a hose?
so the hose is one of the hydraulic hoses that control the system.
To be able to cut?
No, to go up and down in your bucket. So you're on a hydraulic system. You're
Yeah, I know
using your mechanisms
yeah.
to go up. You know what I'm saying? And one of your control system hoses bust.
So what happened? How do you get down?
He had I think got a rope to him somehow. Threw a ball up to him in the tree, and then got the rope up to him, and then he had to send himself out the tree.
Golly, bro. That's
They had to come
insane.
back later that evening, fix the hose.
I couldn't do it. That's one of my. I'm not afraid of heights, but I just think one of my biggest fears is like knowing that like free fall, like
Yep.
especially the what was it? The mega drop at the
Yep.
fair. Like I did that one time, and I just don't think I ever will do it again. Because
Yes,
that feeling of falling and then just stops. It's just
well,
like
I mean, I don't climb.
yeah.
I'm good at
You're
getting
just the
job.
boss man.
No, I wouldn't say the boss man. I'm just equal as everybody on my job, bro. I do just as much. I don't sit there and watch. I try to keep everybody moving because it's a process. So just keep it moving. Let's go.
Explain the process though, man, if you can. I know.
So when going up the tree, you know, you got to take the tree down. So you can't just go to the top and take the tree down from the top. You got to go up the tree, set your device wherever you're setting. Different devices different blocks, different ropes, different sizes for different wood, different weight. It's a line of stuff just to get the tree process down to the ground. You know what I'm saying? There's a rope man, he's got a porter wrap, he's got wraps on his rope, or wraps for the rope on the porter wrap. It's a device, you know, puts it in there, wraps it up, you know. Different wraps give different pressure, you know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So when taking down the trees, you go up, set your block, come down, you take your first branch on your lowest part. You know what I'm saying? Let that, and then you work your way to the top. You know, you got some clearance, bust the top
That sounds
out,
like a lot.
and then you take the wood down.
So what's the required like team members to have for this? Like the
Usually like
proper
4 people is good.
4.
With a good machine, and the right equipment, and the right team, you need all of it. It's just...
Is it worth doing it like with 2 people?
No.
Even if money talks?
No. If money talks, I'm bringing more people. Why
That's
not?
a good. That's a good.
Why not?
balance.
The money's
That's
there.
true.
The money's there, bro. So I can't be stingy, but I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we just keep it pushing, and that's what's better.
'Cause
For
I feel
everybody.
like if you were to really do it with 2 people, you're gonna be breaking your
It just
back.
depends on the job. So it's like, let's say me and you are on the ground, and I got my little pole saw or something.
Yeah,
we can
no,
reach in
I'm
the
talking
tree,
about the big boy jobs.
and
yeah, no, that's too
nah.
much.
I'd rather, even if I had the right machine, I'd rather bring another ground guy just to have somebody on their ground. You know what I'm saying? It's like in tree work, man. You always need 2 of everything. So it's always like better to have like 4 guys.
Right.
It's just the aspect of it. It just keeps the process moving, man. It just keeps it going, so you can't stop.
So is that like called like the process of maybe just cutting trees down? I just was curious.
Yeah, so it is a process of getting the tree down. You know what I'm saying?
Some people would think that you just go up to the tree, doom boom, cut it, doom, drop it, cut it, doom doom, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, there's
like-
houses, there's limbs, you know, 5 feet off your house. How are you gonna get that? And it's like this big, and it's a water road.
Yeah.
You can't put that on your shoulder and carry it
So
down.
I know you said that you felt like in the past, like you thought like maybe this is what I was going to do in the future. Like it wasn't like added up in the moment, but it came back in the things.
Yeah,
So
it
do you
did.
believe in like manifestation and stuff
Yes, sir.
like that?
It's
or like
there. Something was meant to be.
I don't know if that's called manifestation. I don't think that
Well,
is.
it's a belief
More
of
of
knowing
like-
that it's, you know what I'm saying, like it was a sign, like, okay, I was meant to see that, like, I really love this
Well,
shit.
so-
So maybe it's not just cutting the trees down, there's more to just cutting the trees down.
No, it's way more. And being a climber.
Yeah.
I know you're talking
not
about
even
that.
just a climber,
Yeah.
there's aspects of like fruit trees, you gotta fertilize fruit trees, take care of them, there's proper pruning, proper cuts, proper collar cuts, proper reduction. You can't take more than 26% of a tree. You can kill a tree, put the tree into shock, you know what I'm saying? Different stuff add up to this tree work, man.
Yeah.
It's not just like go out and cut the tree, like you said.
Right.
You can't
I
just go out
remember
and
when
cut a tree.
I got my house and this man was like pulled up and first thing this man said, "Yo, I could do something with that tree," and I was like, "Dang, this man really changed. He's not doing music no
Yeah.
more." You remember?
Yes, sir.
Probably no. But then he came back again and was like, "Bro, I need to cut that tree." And then you haven't said it yet, but
Yeah.
that's because he's been busy. He a boss now. So let's talk about it. You just started a business, bro. Let's get
Yeah.
into it. What's the name of that?
Forestry Grow Tree Service.
Okay.
Yes,
How was
sir.
that brought about? Like, what was that like? Were you just chilling, cutting trees for somebody else, and you were like, I can't do this for them. I need to do it for myself, or what?
Well, everyone just didn't see what I see. Kind of like, I guess, like, I seen something more into it. Like, it's just like, and I went through the process of other people, but like, I don't know, I just had to do something different because, like, why not? Why, if somebody else can do it, why couldn't I?
Yeah.
And I love this.
Did it like, and this is something that I normally don't ask because like I don't like talking about money, but like, do you think money is involved to get started in this? Because it's obvious what you said
Yeah.
earlier. You can't do it with just 2 people. You need
Yeah.
a team. So like, what is one advice you would give anybody who's trying to start up that?
Start off small. Only handle what you have. Don't try and, I'd say, like, jump and, you know what I'm saying? Use what you got to your ability until you can get more. You know what I'm saying? Don't go out and try and buy some big ass truck and big trailer. Get you a little trailer that you can work with. Do the little jobs that require that little trailer and fit it all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Until the next process comes. Because once the process starts going, it may slow down. You may get a week. You know that phone ain't doing nothing. It's
Right,
just sitting
yeah.
there, and you're just like, oh, why ain't?
Until Hurricane whatever name comes up.
And that's what we waiting for.
Yeah.
For us, people like us. But it does stuff like that. It rebuilds the city.
Mm-hmm.
And people hate that, man.
That's
It rebuilds the city, man.
Yeah.
You know, Hugo came years ago. That was like 1989, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
But that made the city what it is today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look at how big the city is, and it's still growing.
Yeah, no,
Amen.
I agree, bro. And there's more trees growing every day.
And every day, and there's more trees closer to more
Somebody
houses every
gotta do
day because they're
something.
clearing more land.
So,
everywhere.
like, what was, like, your first process, though? I know I asked it earlier, but, like, what was the first thing you did? Did you just find, like, 2 close friends or 3 close friends and kind of just, like, start the process? Or was it, like, you started by yourself doing small
kind of like
gigs?
by myself, but I knew what to do when it came to a big job. I knew who to call, and just
Right.
the money's there. So why not pay people that are good at what they do to come do it?
Yeah.
It just why not?
But you
It's-
have to find the job.
I mean, I go find the job. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
you
we
know,
don't have
there's
to talk about it,
insurance,
though,
there's
but-
liability, there's
Yeah,
all kinds. It's
there's a
not
lot,
just
yeah.
the machines that it costs to move this stuff,
the time.
the time.
You're a father, too,
Oh,
bro.
and I
You're
get
a
to my
husband.
family, and
Yeah,
I take
bro.
care of all of it, man.
Of course.
It's all equally, but got to play it all out in the field and get it all right, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the days are long, like last night. I think it was like 11:30.
It's every
You know
night,
what I'm saying?
man. You've
But
always
that-
been grinding.
Yes,
since
sir.
I met you,
Always,
bro.
always foot down and going to it, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You
Like,
just can't
if
stop.
there's somebody, and I don't mean to sound like depressing or be negative towards it, if there's somebody who's always had a smile on his face, but always thugging it out and going through it and never giving up and always maintain to just strive, may not always be, you know, communicative on my end, but it's like I know he's not giving up. Like, for I'm proud
yes,
of
sir.
you.
Yes, sir.
Because the fact that you're able to have your mindset where you're at right now is remarkable, bro.
Yes, sir.
Especially knowing you from where I'm from. And I know you would say the same, like he's told
Yes.
me the same back, but it's not, it's different on your end, bro. Because, like, and I do want to talk about this too, like, do you, like, the age part, bro, like, you're a little bit older than me and you're still doing it, like, you're adapting to social media, which is a big change. Like,
I mean,
you weren't growing into the social media until you were probably, like, what, 18, 19, right?
Yeah.
I was 13.
Alright.
You see what I mean?
You were in,
See,
yeah.
I'm
okay,
proud of you,
so,
bro.
okay,
You're
yeah.
adapting. You could
Alright.
easily just be like, boom, because that's what's getting your business now. And seeing your
Yeah.
TikTok, which
Yep.
we're going to talk about, I'm gonna have you shout out your socials.
Yep.
You're doing a killer job. Like,
Yep.
is that your next push for your business? Like, is the social media run?
There's so much. I just want people to see what we do, and it's a process to it. So
Yeah.
come check it out. And when I show people, it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I want y'all to see what I see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've never been able to be the one to just kind of sit back and watch, but I don't because y'all see me. Y'all see me out there. I be out there. You see me hard. I be on the machine, doing what I got to do on the job. Because I don't want my men to work hard. But it's already hard taking the tree down, bro. So you
And
gotta
it's hot outside.
Yeah, it's hot, man. You know what I'm saying? Cooler full. Everybody's got great drinks. I mean, that's just not even, you know, everything's taken to a better step to make sure everybody's happy and goes home safe. Because going home safe is the number one thing.
As it should, but also taking care of your workers, bro.
Yes,
So, like,
sir.
how do you go about that? Are you looking for more people, or are you just kind of cool with what you got right now?
I'm just
curious for
going.
some
I'm just
people
going
watching.
I'm just going on what's going on.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I know who
Is
to
that
call.
the future thing, though? Or are you trying
Nah,
to
the
have teams?
future. Maybe teams, maybe whatever it shall be. If it goes,
Where it goes.
It
You're
goes,
just
it
going with
goes.
the flow. That's passion.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
never like.
That's passion.
And I want to be the same person. I don't want them to feel like it's work for a corporate company. And nah, man.
But no, bro, that's how you set up stuff for families,
Yeah.
man. Like,
I want
if
everyone
you
to be
got that
taken care of,
mindset,
bro.
yeah.
I want everyone to go home safe, man.
Exactly.
I know everybody wants some money.
And if you know people who need tree work done, I feel
Yeah.
like since I've known you, your business has kind of really gone up a lot.
It's been taking
like,
steps.
compared to when I first met you. I'm not trying to be rude or
No,
anything.
you're good.
It was like, yo, I don't have nothing to do right now.
Yeah.
And it's like now I talk to you every time you're like, you got stuff.
Yep.
Yo, you coming out? Like,
Yep.
that was never like that. So for real, I'm proud of you, bro. Like, this man is a goat, bro. Like, that's
Yep.
why it's like, I've known him as Jordan since I was literally like 13, and I've never really like, it's weird, honestly, now that I think about it. I'm just not a last name guy. Are you a last name guy?
No, I usually only get last names when it comes to my clients.
Yeah, see what I mean,
That's
bro?
only what it is.
And
I call them by their last name sometimes. It depends on who I'm talking to.
right, but no,
You
like,
know.
how do you go about, like, let's say the whole business thing? Like, do you think that you've lost a lot of friends starting your business, being an entrepreneur?
So the thing
you don't
about
have free
that,
time.
this is a business. So, how do I say it the best way? Like, there's no games. I don't have. Like, we're here to make money and go home. That's what you want, is money and to be
take
happy and do
yeah.
what you like at a process that's great. You know what I'm saying? Like, And I do it for the love of it, so it's
But
not
still,
like,
I know what you mean though, bro, because we all do it for the dollar, but just some of us do it in a different aspect. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, your dollar is providing, bro. It's
Yeah.
different. Like, if you were to be like, I'm doing this to get money and then buy a yacht, you know what I mean? Like, I know you probably would,
but,
but it's more of
eventually,
like,
if it was nice, but like right now, if it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense. So
like
because
that,
it costs so much money to do this,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? So you got to see, when I do jobs and bidding, I have to envision it, and when I envision it, I see the time of the process, because it has to be done in a certain amount of time where it starts costing money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, do you want to talk about your pricing for your cutting tree service? or
The
you
pricing
good?
depends, man. We do log splitting, we cut the trees, trimming, pruning, cabling.
Is it like an arm and a leg to be able to do this?
Everyone thinks it's an arm and a leg.
Because you
but
got to
it
rent
is-
equipment, right?
Well, we got to rent the equipment. I guess you could say, yeah, get the
hauling
equipment.
hauling
Yep.
the stuff.
Yep,
the
dump
service.
fees, service, insurance, you know,
Tip. You gotta get tip?
everything, the ropes, you know, on average, a 350-foot quarter-inch rope costs like almost $400.
Yeah, that's insane.
So let's say you cut that
yeah,
in half.
Yeah, you gotta buy another one. Yeah. No, I already.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
that's why
that's just, you know,
some people would be
yeah.
curious. You know,
That's why it's like, and I'm like, I don't want to come down off my price, because I price accordingly. When I come out to the job, I look at the job, I see how long it's going to take to do the job, and how it is to get it out of here and be gone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I price accordingly and try and do it favor for the job, for the customer. You know what I'm saying? They have their own property and they have wood there, and you know, they want it split up. We can leave it there, have it split up. You know what I'm saying? Saves on taking it away. You know.
What's your like favorite job that you've ever had? Do you have one?
No, it's just like it changes every day.
Or maybe customer that kind of like maybe.
I love all my customers because they're all different,
Right.
and they all want something different, and it's not always the same. That's what makes tree work, man. Every day is different when you go out and look at a tree.
Right.
It's never the same. Even if you go up the same tree, it's a different limb. It's a different aspect of how it's coming down and how it's about to go accordingly. It's never the same. I've never seen one thing that's the same.
Like, do you think that a lot of people don't take appreciation in tree workers, or as I would say, arborists?
Arborist? Yes.
Yeah,
I would.
It's such a hard word.
A
Arborist.
little bit. Yes, sir. Yeah, it is.
I suck at pronouncing. I need to get back on my game. But no, do you feel like people sleep on that, or just like
some people appreciate
show appreciation?
it.
Yeah.
Some people do, but a lot of people don't.
What is ways that you think people could show appreciation? Maybe share, like, comment.
Share,
and stuff.
like if you have concerns about your trees or it doesn't look right, you know, just calling us out there to look at it. You know, consideration for others of these trees, because it's not. It's what you wake up and breathe. So. You know, I know not everybody has the money to take care of the trees.
Facts,
It's a lot of money, man, and I get it. But, you know what I'm saying?
What are stuff that you would want to be called on to do?
Like
If that
pruning,
makes
you know,
sense.
stuff to save houses, you know. Cabling, if you see a tree splitting and you want to cable it and pull it together at the trunk, you know what I'm saying? There's all kinds of stuff that could be done to the tree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Injections. You have fruit trees. You want to see more fruit.
Right.
Proper pruning to that tree. We'll get more apples and pears and whatever other fruit trees you have on your property out.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, no, that's lit, man. I might definitely have him come do my stuff in the future, because, like, I already knew what was up whenever I saw your TikTok, the first one when I did the advertising work with you.
Yep.
I was like, oh, yeah, he's doing it. And then I saw the one you just showed me today. I'm like,
Yep.
he's still doing it. So,
Yep.
like, I know we talked about it earlier, but I really think that social media should be your push.
And I'm trying to, because everyone be on the TikTok, so like,
Yeah.
why not just come look at
And
some tree? It's pretty fun,
It's not
dude.
common.
And it's not.
Like, I don't see that often,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
or
not.
hear about it often.
Get a little likes.
I know one dude, shout out to Austin Johnson, he's probably never gonna watch it, I don't know, maybe. If you are, and you're watching this, love you, bro. But it's like, he does tree work, and I've seen him do it for about 4 years, and it was cool seeing someone's story on it, you know? I've
Yeah.
seen the bad and the ugly, and
Yeah.
all through social media, so like, I don't know, man. Definitely keep pushing through
I
social
will,
media
I will,
on that. 'Cause
I will.
Get an Instagram, get all
You
that
know,
cracking.
trying to get it all together.
You know, maybe in the future, your kid. Do you think your kids this is their line of work in the future, or you think
Maybe my
that
son.
it's gonna be like a, you know,
Whatever they want.
How do you feel about that? Like, do you think like people, maybe even your parents, we don't have to talk about it, but do you think that they were probably peer pressuring you to do something that you didn't want to do, or was it more of like you were just
I kind of found my way.
Yeah.
I had
Some
no
people
choice.
were peer pressured to do
No, I had
stuff.
no choice but to find my way.
Yeah.
So that's what made me it is today.
How'd you find out? Like, did you like
I had to
money
do something.
or-
And just taking down the trees was just like cool because you don't see the same. I get back there, you don't see the same thing every day. It's not like waking up and no offense, I gotta cut grass.
Yeah, that's kind of, and it's
No
repetitive.
offense. Yeah,
so
that's
repetitive.
what gets me. So like I like to see it's an adrenaline being out there, getting all that running around, man. Things swinging, you know what I'm saying? People are just like, when the customers, it's usually a show when we show up, you know.
Right.
The customers will sit back in their chairs and watch it and see what's going on. It's pretty cool to watch back. That's why I've started doing the recording.
Right.
Because it's a back view to see how we really be doing things. Like, and it's time lapse.
Where can we find your videos on?
On TikTok, FGTSCHA, Forestry Grove Tree Service, Charleston.
And then Facebook, you got Facebook, same thing.
Yeah, Forestry Grove Tree Service, same thing.
Definitely
Catch us
tap
on
in with my
Facebook.
dude. If you guys need any
Yes,
tree
sir.
work, hit me up too, because I cut trees. Just, no, I was kidding, no, I don't. But no, for real, hit him up, man. And
Yes,
like,
sir.
bro, I just can't believe it, bro, because we made it here and we've been waiting a long time to do this
This is a
interview.
good one.
And like I said, I try to make sure we grasp on everything introduction wise. You know what I'm saying? Just so that people will in the future won't have to be like, "Where is he from?"
Alright, they
Like,
know
go
what's
to
going on.
back to the first
Yep.
one and watch it all through. You know what I mean? So
Yes, sir.
no, man. I was gonna ask you, how long do you think trees take to actually like process?
It depends
grow
on the
back.
size of the tree, man, and what we're looking at, and if it's close to the house. There's different stipulations.
Well, like how long do trees normally take to grow back? Because you know how grass grows back really fast.
so trees take years.
So
to
is that
grow.
a good thing for you think?
It depends. you
Because
know.
there's some trees that grow faster than a year.
Some of them do. Some of them are just like saplings, you know, and they're sucking in water, you know, down somewhere in the yard where they got good water. Yeah, but you know, trees grow different from grass. You know what I'm saying? There's two different levels to the growing standard of how they are. You know, trees grow big, have bigger root systems than grass.
Do you
so-
think like a lot of times that's something that like you'd be like, man, I need to go cut grass?
Sometimes, but
Because
it's
grass grows back in a week.
Yeah, but it's seasonal. But with tree work, it's not always seasonal because
Yeah.
everyone needs firewood.
That's a fact.
So
I'm only asking because like
Yeah.
that's the same kind of lineman work. Do you think so? I kind of think so. Like cutting because I did cut grass and I had to cut trees, and I've never not like your type of trees.
yeah,
So you think those are two different categories,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
landscaping
Yep.
and tree service?
yes sir. It's like getting into palm trees and stuff like that. It's a whole different. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain way to prune palm trees in your front yard. You know, 10 and 2 is usually what we go for and take all the seeds out. So you know, we have
Right.
them seeds falling in your yard, whatever, them big old things, and everyone hates them in the yard. You
The
know.
orange things?
Yep, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
I
talking
hate
about.
them things.
Yes,
bro.
sir.
I had
Step
them in
on
my
'em.
yard.
Ah.
Yeah, no, it's the worst. So
Get the
like,
seeds out of here.
do you think whenever you do want to get like, you know, the business running and all that, would you want to go back and do music again? Because I know you were doing music a while ago. You were making some fire
So,
beats and stuff.
I mean-
And you were a rapper, right, too?
I just
So you were mainly
produced.
beats. Yeah,
I
I
just
feel like,
produced. I would get on and I had a few songs I did.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that something you're interested in doing in the future?
I think it was for me to do for my kids, really.
Yeah.
Because I still got everything to do it all. It's all in the
Yeah.
closet, bro.
I was just curious.
You know, and I mean, maybe I get on there with the kids, you know what I'm saying? If they get something, yeah, I get on there with them, you know, and it, you know.
But it's not like your main, like, what's your next
No.
thing? Do you think you're going to just be focused on tree
work.
Yeah. Nothing
Finishing
else?
more stuff up in my arborist license.
Mhm.
There's more divisions to it. There's a lot to it, man. So I'm just trying to get all the aspects of it. So I don't want to just cut the trees down, and I do. You know what I'm saying? I want the company to grow, and people would always call us, but I want it to be more than just cutting the trees down.
What's the test you have to do? Like, you
So
said?
there's a certified arborist test you have to take.
What's
So
that?
it covers everything inside of like taking down the tree, the agriculture of the tree, how and what the tree breathes and eats, and taking too much of the
There's
tree.
like one big test on it, or do
Yeah.
you have to take multiple?
There's one big test.
And where
300.
do you have to go?
You can go up to Columbia and do it.
Everything's in Columbia. Like
Yeah.
all the tests and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it's the
Yeah.
capital, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
So that's where everything's at. They do demos and stuff up there.
So you plan on doing that like soon?
Yeah, it's already in the
taking
works.
your time.
It's in the works.
Yeah.
It's already going on.
You've been studying or
way past
you're
studying.
capping?
No, I've been studying.
Yeah.
I got the audio books I be listening to in the truck.
So is that a bigger paycheck for you? Not trying to be weird.
In different aspects, it just opens up more things I can do in the tree work. So I can give quotes.
To like schools and stuff.
Yeah, we can
like
go to schools and stuff like that.
Compared to just doing only local.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, different aspects like that. Like those are bigger contracted jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So they may not let the people on the premises do it, like the people that cut the grass, but they want us to come take down a dead tree. They contract that out to us. But yeah, stuff like that.
That's crazy.
Yes,
What
sir.
is one advice to anybody who's trying to go take the test that you're about to take?
Study.
Yeah.
It's a study thing. Study and get your works in, man. Don't just try and jump into like going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I had mine a year ago, so I'm redoing it again.
Oh, you've like failed it out? Well,
No, it ran out, so I didn't
you
have
have
time.
to keep doing it?
Every 2 years you have to go back and do it, bro.
That sucks.
But it's worth it. So I just fell off a little bit, but now I'm really like, looked really into it and seen what's really more into it and like grasp more of it so we can be done better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
course,
There's more to it than just cutting the tree down.
No, that's
Yeah.
and how do you feel about that? You think people like really like bash people in that lane?
Some people do, and some people don't understand what's being done. So some people do bash it, and it's like something that's always talked about, like, oh, why are you doing that? Or, you know, I'm doing my job. I'm here to, do my job. That's why I'm here, really. You know what I'm saying? So there's always going to be people that hate about it.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, that's a long time.
It's a good thing to think about, though.
Yeah, in 5 years, probably just more equipment, man. That's really be it. It'd probably be surprising where I see myself in 5 years.
You like want to relocate anywhere else, or you think this is the stomping grounds?
This is stomping grounds for where I want to start.
Yeah.
I would like to expand. I know up in Wilmington, North Carolina, I go back up there because I know some people up there.
My dog's just searching for the trees.
Yes, sir.
Wilmington has the trees.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean, we do travel. Went to Macon, Georgia about a year ago. That was like a back-to-back 2-week thing. And then I think last year we did North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
So we get some.
So you definitely are like prominent on traveling for jobs.
We'll
too.
come out.
You need to advertise that more. I feel like a lot more people would come.
If they would, I know. I try to
advertise it. You'd be surprised,
Yeah.
especially on TikTok. Like TikTok, if you were to put "we'll travel anywhere," like people would be like, "Come to my house."
Alright.
Come, I'll DM you. You know what I mean? Social media is powerful. Don't sleep on
sir.
social media, man. That's crazy. But no, man, I definitely think it's just beautiful, man. I know I said that earlier because it's like I never thought in a million years this man was going to ever be on the podcast. Not in particular, but just like the whole thought of everything.
Yeah.
Like I never thought I was going to be doing this.
I never thought either.
You know what I mean?
Well, when
And
you
then,
told
like,
me that, I was just like, oh man, I got to do this.
He's known me before I started this, and I say know me as the character I was becoming, and I changed. So how do you like? I know it's an odd question. I never ever asked anybody.
No,
this,
but
do you think that like seeing me change and stuff has like
it's
is that
a
like
better route for you?
Yeah.
It's something you like, man.
Yeah,
That's what it's really about, man. And sometimes you just gotta chase that dream.
Yeah, no, that's a
You gotta do it,
fact.
man.
And you know how it
You gotta
is.
do it,
You're
man.
chasing a dream too. It's just yours is involving cutting stuff and things, and mine is like just filming. So
but I mean, it's two different things. But you know, I need somebody to come record. You know what I'm saying? So,
I need someone to interview.
All right.
But no, bro, it's beautiful, man. Because we got a lot more work coming in the future,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
And like that's why I told him you got to come on now. I know everything may not be fully developed as what we want it to be, but it's like the future. That's why 5 years I asked, because in 5 years I want you to be like, this dude really asked me this, and now look where we're at now.
Yes, sir.
You know.
And I think about it. I think about it once here and there, like what I was 3 years ago.
Right.
Like my little shit pickup truck.
What's one advice you could tell yourself in the future? Whenever you watch this.
Just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Don't stop, man.
Something
don't.
deeper. Something deeper for yourself. Because I've already done my 5 year video to myself.
Just be more kind, I guess. Just be. If you're gonna be good, be a little better at it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's a fact. Hey, and if you're watching this 5 years too, Jordan, hey, don't give up, bro, for real. Keep grinding and always be yourself. Because people don't realize these videos are actually very impactful, because these videos are never going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want this to be, if you come back on and you're not doing what you should be doing, it should be a wake-up call for you.
Yeah,
I'm holding people accountable with these interviews. You know
That's
what I'm saying? It's setting the bar up high for people, especially if you know, in the future, like, trying to bring everybody with me, but I've learned not everybody goes. You know what I'm saying? But not I can always give my positivity. Yeah. But no, I want them to, and I'm going to change that because I can make those stars.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Or the rockets. So.
Amen.
No, bro, it's been beautiful, bro. Again, just real quick for the people, thank you guys for even that's been watching, but shout out your social media again.
You can get me on Facebook, Forestry Grove Tree Service, FGTS. And then the TikTok is FGTSCHA.
Okay, and then I got a last question, bro. How can you always be yourself whenever you wake up?
Ask me that one more time?
How can you always be yourself whenever you wake up? See, I always get everybody's. The last dude was like, I don't even know. And I'm like, it's a good question to ask. That's why I leave it at the end.
Be the same.
Huh?
Be the same I was.
Be the same
just
as
like,
you
know.
Yeah, I mean, some people
keep going a little better, you know, strive for a little something different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you want to wake up and start drinking water, just do it.
Right, just do it. No, that's a fact,
Just do it, don't change your life, bro.
But that question, I really want people to like stick, like that to stick in their head. You know, that's kind of why I asked that question at the end. You know what I mean? Because like when you leave here, I want you to really think like, how am I always being myself? 'Cause I ask myself that every day.
That's a good question.
You know what I mean? And it's just more of like
being happy.
Yeah.
I'm like happy and always like something can be hit sideways and like what am I gonna do?
Right.
Like turn away from it or just like deal with it and keep it moving.
Gotta keep it moving.
Just keep it moving, man.
Never give up.
Exactly.
For real. Always stay true to yourself, and the only way to achieve your dreams is through you. No one else is going to do it. You got to get up every single day, and you got to grind harder than you did yesterday and the day before that. Yep. But for interview 30, or I was going to say 39. For interview 90, I got my boy Jordan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming on,
hey,
bro.
It's
been beautiful, bro. Long overdue, and this man will be back. So definitely, if you look up in the trees and you see him working and cutting, just make sure you say what's up. Or if you need any type of tree work done, please hit my boy up. His information is going to be down in the description, so check that out. Make sure you guys leave a comment, a like. Most importantly, a like. That would really help out. But also follow my boy. But I love you guys. Peace.
Sir. Later, y'all.